Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another part of my crocheting only with Temu yarn. And I just want to say before we start that I understand that it's not good to order from Temu, but I have already ordered this yarn like forever ago. I got it at the beginning of my crochet journey and I still have it and I haven't used it yet, so that is why I'm continuing this series. I'm trying to use up the yarn rather than wasting it. I can't really go back and unbuy the yarn that I bought. So we're going to be using it up and making good use of it, at least, since, like I said, I will no longer be buying from there. I understand that. Thank you to the people who have educated me in the comment section and things like that. I understand that it's not like a great place to buy things from. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I have all of my Temu yarn back in, I don't know how you guys can see it. It's all back in these two sections down here. And then I have a little bit in my one container over here. So I'm hoping to get at least like 3 projects done in this video. We'll see how much I get done. But I wish you guys could see over there. Maybe I can record a clip on my phone actually. I'll keep this rolling so we can have some good audio. Let's come over to the yarn down here. This is what we have to work with. So let's see. There's this variegated yarn that's like a cotton yarn. There's a bunch of cotton yarns. Oh, there's more of that variegated yarn. There's this polyester type, like plush looking yarn. I think I kind of want to use this yarn. What else do we have? Bamboo yarn. I have all this like alpaca weird yarn. This is like a little baby yarn. We have this rainbow yarn. This looks soft. I don't know what to use this for. I have used this yarn before to make a hat. I think I'm going to use this yarn first. I was thinking, I don't know, let's bring it over to the table and then we'll brainstorm. Hopefully it's not super annoying because of all the crinkling, but these are the yarn, or these are the 3 skeins of this yarn that I have. It's a variegated yarn. When I ordered it, I had no idea how thick it was. I was like, oh, maybe I could make a blanket out of it. It's like a thin yarn. I actually want to compare it to the size of cotton to see how close it is, because I think it's too thin. Maybe I'll double strand it. Let's take one of them out of the bag. It claims to be 100% cotton, so let's see. There's a nice center pull here. Let's compare it because I actually have some cotton sitting right next to me from when I was making baby blankets. So let's compare these 2 strands of yarn. Actually, they're pretty close. Can you see that? They actually look pretty close to each other. Wish I could hold them apart. Look how similar they are in thickness. So maybe I can't double strand it. I was thinking about double stranding because my idea was if I double strand them together, maybe the variegation will like come together as one, because I'm afraid that it won't change colors like in a reasonable, am I saying that word right? Yeah, in a good amount of time. In a reasonable amount of time. Why does that word sound weird to me? Anyways, that was weird. Like, it's not changing color. It's not changing color. It's not changing color. See what I mean? It's all still the same color. So, I don't know. Instead of making a blanket, why did I just do that? That was intrusive thoughts. I just kept pulling and pulling. Instead of making a blanket, I thought maybe we could make like a washcloth or a dish towel or something. But I'm a little bit concerned that it's like literally not changing color ever. Okay, let me find a pattern really quick. I'm sure I have some in my Pinterest that I could find really quickly. Okay, I already found a pattern. It's called Harbor Crochet Hand Towel by Stitching Together. Let me see what yarn it needs. Cotton yarn, waist over. Okay, good, good, good. So we need a 5mm crochet hook. Good guess. And then I'll use my 5.5 for the chain. We need 6.5 ounces of yarn. Where is my thing at? I can measure it on the scale. We need 6.5 ounces of yarn, and this is 3.8. So we'll need almost 2 of them. Maybe we can make a like hand towel and a washcloth. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna chain 101. It said something about going down a hook size for the chain or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna actually go up a hook size because we all know that my chains are tight. Let's chain, I gotta count 101 chains. 101 chains. Switch out the hook. Okay, I gotta go to the notes. Working row 1, alternate working into the top loop.
Another night, another fight. How do you feel? Are you hurting? Maybe we should take some time.
I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But I'll be back. This is... Okay, I just finished the first row. I was struggling a bit, so I really had to concentrate on... I was struggling to keep the chain like straight because I was going into the chain, but this is how the first row looks. It is this long. I think this is the length of the towel. That would kind of make sense. Hopefully it's a good length. I'm going to figure out how to do the next row first of all, and then I think I might move upstairs, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Kind of want to go sit in my bed and crochet, so that might be the vibe. I just have to remember how to do this stitch, then I will be good to go. I think I know how to do it. Why am I having a moment to go in here? Hopefully I'm doing this right. Good morning. I'm checking in on this video. I want to show you how cool this is looking so far, how it's working up. I need to like see if there were any measurements written in the Pinterest or in the pin of how big this towel is supposed to be, because I feel like it's kind of short and I don't know how wide it's supposed to be, so I want to check in on that. I've been feeling off this morning. I had a hard time getting up, but I was just feeling off and I was really shaky. I don't know if my blood sugar was low or what. I did eat and like I'm not as shaky anymore, but I'm still, I don't know. I feel weird this morning, but anyways, this is how the yarn is working up. So I didn't even realize that there were 2 different shades of that like pink, but you can clearly see like it goes from like a darker to a lighter, and then it goes into this tan. Right now I'm not seeing any like different shades of the tan, and this is like the thickest section so far, so I'm curious to see once I finish it if I'll see a difference. It's hard to tell for some reason right now, but maybe it changes shades, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep on going. I think the next color is white in the color variation here. I'm gonna pull up the pin real quick to see if there's any measurements, because I'm kind of bad at counting rows. I could count the rows, but I don't even remember how many rows I'm supposed to do. Okay, so it's supposed to be 14.5 inches wide by 23 inches long. I also am like, is this the width or is this the width? I think this is the length, up and down. Yeah, I think so. Let me grab my tape measure, maybe. Where's my tape measure at? I think it might be upstairs. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that. Okay, moment of truth. I'm gonna measure it to see if it's even close to the right length. So it's supposed to be 23 inches long. 23 inches long. Yay, it's 24.5. So it actually is right. I don't know why it looks short, but maybe it'll look better once it's like the full towel. And then it's supposed to be 14.5 inches wide. And we're currently at 5. So we got some work to do on the width of it, but yeah. I'm just a little bit worried about when I add on the second skein, making it look right, but I think we will cross that road when we get there, cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know what that saying is, but we will deal with that when we get to that point. For now, I'm just gonna stay chill as I just, because this, it's not completely mindless, but it kind of becomes mindless. Well, it kind of is mindless. I just can't really look away from the project since I'm like have to look what loop I'm going in, front or back. So I can't really like watch something that I have to be like super paying attention to while I'm working on it. But I think I'm gonna just listen to some YouTube videos or something while I'm working on it. I was planning on getting up like early this morning so that I could just be working on this video all morning, and then I have an appointment and then I have work later today. But since I wasn't feeling well this morning, I had a hard time getting up, and then I just took kind of like an hour to just eat breakfast and kind of chill out for a little bit. So now it is currently 8:07. I'm going to crochet for about an hour, and then I might take a break to start getting ready a little bit. But I did force myself to get all my work done last night, so I didn't have to do any work this morning. So that was a win for me. I feel like I'm getting too chatty, and I don't know if people like that, especially in videos like this where it's kind of like a challenge video. So I might have had to cut some of that out, and also I'm gonna stop talking now. So I will check in a little bit to show you my progress. Maybe either when I get to the next color or if I hit an hour mark. We'll see how much progress I make in the next hour. Okay, I was just like fully focused, locked in for a whole hour. So I'm going to show you how much progress I made. I feel like I did pretty good, actually. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I don't even remember where we were, but oh yeah, we were like partway through the tan part. I wish it was striping a little bit better than before. The stripes are ending kind of mid stripe, which is fine, but it's coming along. So the towel goes this way, like this is, it's the length this way, and then the width is going this way. But we finally made it to the beginning of the pattern again. So we've gotten through the darker pink, lighter pink. It does actually look like there's two tones of the tan a little bit. There's also just like random spots in the middle of some of the colors that I think dye got onto, because there's like a random dark spot like here, and then there's random little pieces of purpley color in the white, which is fine, but it adds more character to it. But this is where we are so far. I'm gonna measure the width of it. I already forgot what we were at before, but we've got to be past 7 inches at this point. We have to get to 14 and a half. Right now we're at 8 inches. So we still have some more to go. And then my first skein, we're still in the first skein of yarn. We have this much left in it, so it looks like we have the dark pink and then the light pink, so I'm hoping it's like a full stripe of it. So if that's the case, this skein should add on another maybe like 3 inches, so that should take us to about 11 inches. So my original thought was maybe I could make like a hand towel and a washcloth, but I think I might be able to make 2 hand towels. So I think that might be my new plan, because I have 2 other skeins of this yarn, and I honestly don't think we're gonna need 2 full skeins for the towel. I'm thinking like 1.5 or less. Once I get this skein finished up, the challenge is going to be trying to start it perfectly on the next skein. So I'm gonna have to like look through both of these. I can see this one starts with white, which is not gonna work. And on the outside is purple, which is also probably not gonna work, or pinkish purple, because I think it's gonna get through the full striping. So this one looks like it might start with tan in the middle, so I might be able to start with that. It's gonna be interesting trying to get it to not look crazy, but we will figure that out when that time comes. It's currently 9:15. I'm going to head upstairs and start to get ready for the day, like get myself probably fully ready, and then depending on what time it is, once I am fully done getting ready, I will come back down and crochet some more. But for now, I need to make sure I'm actually ready to leave when I need to leave, and whether or not I get more done, we will see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still not feeling 100%, so I don't really know what's going on. Maybe I just didn't sleep well or something, but I'm probably gonna make like a protein shake or something. Maybe that'll help me feel a little better, and make sure I'm drinking lots of water today. And yeah, I'm gonna check in the next time I work on this towel. Don't mind me, I literally just got out of the shower, but I wanted to update you on my progress of my project. I brought it to work, and I actually have some exciting updates. So this is the towel. I actually finished it. I just have to weave in the ends, but this is how it turned out. I don't obviously love the way the striping worked up. Like, I don't know, I wish it was a little more symmetrical in colors, but that's okay. This is how it worked up. It's a pretty good sized towel. Like if you fold it in half and then fold it this way, it is stretchy too. So I think I might end up trying to block it to see if it looks any more equal at some point. And then I just need to weave in the ends. And I did start a second towel because I had more time and I had no other yarn with me besides this yarn. So I started a second one, but I'm having a hard time. It's not, the numbers aren't adding up right, so I might start over. But this one is starting with white and then quickly going into the purpley pink color. But I think I should have enough yarn to make a whole nother towel. So I probably will do that. Then I'll have 2 sort of matching ones, or like ones that go together. But I cannot get it right for some reason. I didn't feel like doing it, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So I think I'm actually going to set this yarn aside for now, and we will come back to it. I think this should be enough to make like just another towel. There might be a little bit extra, but we'll see how it ends up working up. This is gonna go into my project bag for now, for something to work on at some point. But the next project, or the next, I don't know what the next project is. I have an idea, but I need to grab the yarn that we're going to use for the next project first, and then I will figure out what I want to make. I feel like I wrote it down somewhere, my idea, but I don't remember where I wrote it at. I'm pretty sure I wrote it in my iPad, but let's pick out the yarn that we're going to use. I'm going to bring my phone over there again because I think that worked pretty well. So let's come over to the yarn, and I've been already thinking about what yarn I want to use next. And the yarn that I decided out of the yarn down here is this one right here. So we have this cotton yarn, and I think I'm gonna make something baby themed, something for a baby. For what baby? I don't know, but we're gonna make something out of this. Let me take the yarn out of the plastic so it's not making a bunch of noise. Okay, so this is what the yarn looks like. It's like this bluish purple color, and it's got specks of other colors in it, like yellow, white, pink, blue. It's got all sorts of colors, little specks in there. And it's really soft actually. I think it's 100% cotton, but it's actually not in English at all. The instructions say to hand wash. I wonder if I could get like an AI translator or something. Okay. Okay, so it translated it and it says silk protein fiber 65%, bamboo cotton 35%, 50 grams. So I don't really know what it is, but it looks about the size of cotton yarn, like a weight for cotton yarn. So I can compare it actually. Yeah, it's about the same size, maybe slightly bigger. So I had an idea of what I was gonna make. I have to figure that out, but I also have to go check on my food that I'm cooking right now. So let me figure out what the heck I'm making with this, and then probably eat, and then we'll actually start the project once I have food in my stomach. Okay, I figured out what I'm going to make. I think I might pull it up on my computer, but I'm gonna make this sweater. It's a crochet raglan sweater for children. If I can find a picture. That's what it looks like. And I don't think this is the right yarn for it. It says to use a weight 3 yarn, and I don't know if it's supposed to be acrylic or what, but we're just gonna try to use this and hope for the best. I mean, the worst comes to worst, it's just the wrong size, I guess. I also don't know what size I want to make because I don't know who I'm making this for. I have no idea. Maybe I'll make it 6 to 12 months. Okay, so this starts in the collar section of the sweater. I don't think I am using the right size yarn, like I said, and it gives 2 hook sizes, one for the collar, a smaller one for the collar I think, and then a bigger one for the body part or whatever. So I'm gonna start the collar part of the sweater right now. I think I need to grab a 4mm hook is what it said. I'm having a hard time navigating this, not gonna lie. Going to the table of contents because it has hyperlinks. Oh, I need a 4 and a 4.5. Gotta get myself back to the pattern. Why is this tied in a knot? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the 6 to 12 month. Need a 4mm hook. There's the 4.5 and the 4. Okay, what the heck? Why is this knotted? Of course it's in a knot. Yeah, but this might be a little too thick. We'll see. I think I'm gonna chain with the bigger hook just in case. So I think I'm just gonna go for it, and then we will try to check the gauge swatch with it at some point maybe. Chain 1. This is what we have so far. I'm gonna check back in because I think I'm running out of storage on this camera. I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat screaming because she's being quiet right now, but she's been screaming at the top of the stairs. I have to lock her out of here because 1, she's mean, and 2, I just don't want her down in my yarn area. But this is what I got done. Took me forever, but I finally got the, why will it not focus? I finally got the collar done. Going into the back loops takes a lot of work, but it's done. And I got the first, like, the starting row, I guess, of that part where I did single crochets all the way around. And that's when, like, the actual yoke starts, which is like the body of it, which has 7 rounds total. Well, the yoke is like this part, and then it's the body. I got that far, so I guess we'll do the yoke tomorrow or Friday. But this is what I got so far. Not much, but it's something. Hello, it's currently Thursday night. I'm about to actually go to bed, but I want to check in with my current progress. Right now my yarn is all tangled, so I need to untangle it either now or the next time I crochet. I was trying to figure it out now so that the next time I do crochet, it's not all tangled. But I've been working on this sweater and it's coming along. Okay, I'll finish untangling this later. But this is the current progress. We have finished the yoke. I think that's what this part is. I think we move on to the body next, but that's how it's working up. And if you lay it this way, it's like a rectangle. And then right now it's all tangled. So I'm just gonna try to untangle it a little bit. Getting to the point where we're gonna have to tie on a new skein. I have 5 skeins of yarn total. This was the end of my first skein, so should be plenty for the whole sweater. My cat's crying. She didn't cry this whole time until right now because she hears me talking, I think. Wow, this is really tangled. Not really sure how that happened. It's pretty bad. Okay, it's untangled. Cool. I'm going to stop here for the night. Head to bed. Tomorrow is Friday, but I'm going to be at my parents' all weekend. I'm hoping I can still finish this video. So I'm probably going to have to bring stuff with me there. So when I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to have to like come home and pack stuff to take there because I'm dog sitting and house sitting for them for the weekend. Here's my current progress on this sweater. I have the whole top part and the body done, and I did this part down here. I got some ends hanging out. I'm going to work at the sleeves next. Isn't it so cute? It's adorable. I'm excited to see how it looks once the sleeves are done. Okay, I just finished the baby sweater. I did not weave in the ends yet, but it is done besides that. The lighting is not great in here because it's dark outside, but this is how the sweater turned out. I did it not perfectly, but it's my first time making this pattern and I know what I did wrong. This was kind of just like a practice, but I feel like it still turned out pretty good. The only thing I did wrong was I didn't flip the borders. I didn't flip them inside out before I closed them up. So like the outside part is technically supposed to be the inside so that it would look like cleaner, but I honestly feel like it doesn't look that bad, but it could look even better if I did it the correct way. But we have 2 skeins here, and then this is the partial of the last one that I just was using. So we did not use up all of the yarn. There's also not enough for another sweater, so I'll have to figure out what to do with the rest of this. So we got the sweater done, and then obviously we have the towel that I did. So we have this towel. Again, I didn't weave in the end. We got ends to weave in still, but that's fine. This towel, which I was gonna make another one because I definitely have enough for another one, and I started it, but then I was doing it wrong, so I'm gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna redo it because I think my stitch count is off, but I'm not positive, and I want it to look good, so I'm gonna redo it. But we have all of this yarn and then a whole nother one, so I definitely will have enough to do a whole towel, and that should use up all of this, if not almost all of it. But I'm not going to be making that towel in this video because it's currently Saturday night. I still have to finish editing this whole video and get it uploaded for tomorrow, so I will not be making anything else, and I'm not going to be weaving in the ends before this video is over either. But these are the 2 things that I got done, which I feel like were pretty good. Like, I've never made a hand towel yet, I don't think, so that was something new. Did a new stitch with this. I have yet to make any sort of sweater, so I got to learn some new things with this as well. It's also a baby sweater, so it's adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make both of these sweaters. All the dogs are sleeping right now except for the one that's outside. So I'm surprised they're not waking up at all with me talking, but that's good. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below any other videos you'd like to see from me. I'm probably gonna have to do another part to this series because I still have a lot more yarn to use, but I will probably be making the second towel for this not in a video at some point, just to use up the rest of that yarn. And then let me know if you have any ideas for what I can do with the rest of the yarn from this. This used, how many were there total? 5? So it used almost 3 whole ones, and I only have 2 and like a tiny bit left. So I don't even think it'd be enough to make the size down from this, to be honest. So I'll have to figure out what to make with it. I'm not sure yet. I have to brainstorm on that one, so let me know if you have any ideas. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's very like dark and yellow. If you guys do decide to stick around and subscribe, then I will see you in my next video. Bye!